What is up, guys? Welcome back to my vlog here. Thank you all for tuning in. Today I have a bit of an interesting thing I'm going to be doing because my radio on the MR2, well, does not work anymore, and I'm getting power, ground, and all that fun stuff, but it just does not like me anymore. So I picked up a new one. I already have it kind of pre-assembled. This one thankfully also has Bluetooth as well. So I'm going to be installing that today, and it should be pretty straightforward because this Kenwood harness is already in here. This one I just have to basically either repin the old connector, or what I can also do is I can also just cut and snip in the new wires, which would be a little bit easier, but we'll kind of see how that goes. I'm also hoping, because the starter in this has just stopped working randomly, so what I have to do intermittently is I have to push start the vehicle, which is kind of funny just seeing me push start this thing. But yeah, I have a new starter on order. It should be here either today or Monday, which is kind of bothering me, so I'm like debating on whether I need to switch over to the Miata to get around. But yeah, let's get to the install of it. Alright, so I just got the microphone wired up, which the old one did not have. I just hooked it, 3M taped it right here, which it comes with that 3M tape, and I ran the wire down below so it's kind of tucked away and you can't see it. And now I'm about to try to fish it down into here so it can go into the back of the radio. Of course, because the cable is so freaking long, I don't have to have it that long, because I mean this is like obnoxiously long. Alright, so now what I have to do is I have to wire in this harness here. This one just has a different connector on it that goes into the back of the radio. So honestly, what I just have to do is I just have to get in here, and what would be the easiest way is I can just clip all of the bundle right here, and I can just tap in the new wires directly into the harness because they should all match up. Now, all I have to do is just go over here with my soldering iron. Yes, I do have Ryobi products. I do like all of their stuff. It gets the job done for what I need. So, alright, so pretty much just did that. And now all I have to do with the new harness, because it's all Kenwood stuff, I just match up the wires to what was on there before. So like, for example, this black with purple wire will go with the black with purple wire, for example. Alright, so I just stripped all of the wires here. Of course, I do clean up my mess afterwards, so don't even worry about that. Of course, got some heat shrink as well. Alright, so I've started tinning the wires, which means I've just been adding a little bit of some solder to the end of each of them. I'm going to do that to the end of this connector here as well. And once we get that all tinned up, I'll be able to start soldering all the wires together here. So apparently I have something else going on, because I clearly have power ground running to this new radio, but it still does not turn on. So I guess that radio was good, but I don't know why it won't turn on. I'm at a loss for words here. Alright, so I've done quite a few things off camera here. Been a few different hours, or just some long hours of me just going through wiring and testing a bunch of different things. And what I've found is that the wire running, getting my constant 12 volt power from the battery all the way to the radio has like 250 ohms of resistance in it, which is a lot. I need to have closer to like 1 or point nothing. It'd be a lot better, but yeah, so now I have to run a new wire all the way over here to here, and it's just a complete nightmare. And yes, I know there's some wing nuts in there. I did not wire this, so this is not me. I wouldn't do wing nuts. But yeah, so that's what I'm running into. Aside from that, I'm going to be switching out the MR2 for the Miata right now, because since the starter's bad, I don't want to be stranded somewhere. So I'm going to swap those around, and I'll be able to listen to music as well. So that'll be good. Alright, so I'm going to mix up this vlog a little bit here. I'm going to go pick up some new wheels and tires, or not necessarily tires, because there are no tires with it, but some new wheels for the Miata here that a friend of mine, Dan, I raced with him. He's selling them because they just didn't work with his specific setup, and they're a little too wide for him. He didn't want to roll his fenders, so I was like, sure, I'll take them. So here we go. Alright, so now I'm going to be starting on doing the starter on the MR2 here, because of course it decided to die on me. But let me show you guys the wheels I picked up as well for the Miata. They're some Jung blowed wheels that are made for spec Miata, so they are 15x7s, but still can throw a 225 tire on it, so it's probably what I'm going to do since I only have a 205 tire. But they're in this box here. Yeah, they're Koenig boxes, but they're actually Jung blowed wheels, so let me show you. Right, it's like Christmas. Has it all packaged up. The box didn't want to come with me. Be able to show you guys a little easier. They're a pretty super light wheel, but I'm excited to be able to slap them on. Like, definitely a different style, but I really, really like them. What I will also have coming for you guys here pretty soon is another video on the Escalade, which you guys haven't necessarily seen yet, but I'll be doing a nice upgrade on the brakes here. These are brakes from a 21 Escalade. So calipers, 4-pot calipers and rotors, those will be going on there for good stopping power for basically for towing and just being able to stop the car even better. The car from factory has hydro boost braking, so doing that with the 4-pot upgrade is just going to be monumental braking, which I'm extremely excited for. Alright, so this video is going to be a little weird to you guys because you just saw my MR2 inside of there. Well, now the Miata's in there. So I am now wiring in the new wire that I need for my constant 12 volt supply, because the other one, the factory one that provides the constant 12 volt power, just has extremely high resistance in it. So it has like 250 ohms of resistance in it, which is not ideal, So, which is why I keep intermittently getting power. I'm guessing there's a short somewhere in it. Take a certain corner and it would power itself. So I've made this. This is probably going to be just for temporary, so I can at least have a radio. So this will attach to the battery. Got my 15 amp fuse in line, and of course it's a black wire, which is usually ground, so it's going to make it very interesting to keep track of. But that's what I'm going to wire in. I just have to wire it in through the firewall right behind the seat back there, from the battery right over here, and we'll kind of see how that goes. Alright, so I've been getting a lot of things done off camera, and I finally got the radio in, as you can kind of see here, and works amazing. Comes on. I had to run a new wire straight from the battery way back in the engine bay back there, all the way up here to the front. Everything looks factory. You can't see at all where I ran the wiring. It's kind of under here, but I did a really good job of hiding it, so you'll never see it. Only I will know it's there. So I have a couple different things planned. Right now I got the new starter in the MR2 and a couple different things going on with it. So I bought a rebuild kit for the distributor because it's leaking. It's extremely hard to find a distributor for this thing. So without spending $500 on it, I was like, well, let me buy this $25 rebuild kit. So you'll be seeing that soon. You'll also be seeing a couple different things I have going on, maybe plans with it. Debating on swapping a 20 valve silver top into this vehicle, which would be really awesome, since those came from factory making 200 horsepower, considering this 4AGE only puts out 112 horsepower. So it'd be quite the upgrade on there. So you may see that. I'm also going to show you a little bit on the Miata here. Alright, so I picked up a new fire extinguisher. If you guys haven't heard of this, it's called an element fire extinguisher. And with the element fire extinguisher, this one specifically runs for 100 seconds. This is like the lightest and cheapest option for a fire extinguisher. And I was trying to save weight when I ran a fire extinguisher in the vehicle. It's kind of hard to find one that works pretty well with saving weight and being able to find one that also gets the job done efficiently. I've heard these element fire extinguishers are great for that. If you're running on track, you definitely want to have a fire extinguisher or even a fire suppression system, but definitely a fire extinguisher at minimum. I've been running the past 4 years racing without a fire extinguisher at all. Extremely bad of me, but I watched a video, I don't know, a week ago about this guy's MR2 that burned down, which is extremely saddening. And that kind of woke me up. I was like, I need to have at minimum a fire extinguisher in the vehicle. So you'll see me install that here in a video. I'm going to do a couple different things and kind of keep you guys going along. So if you guys have any questions, leave some comments down below. I know I have a lot of different things going on in this video. It's quite entertaining, I'll say at the least. So yeah, please like, subscribe, share, comment down below anything you guys want to see on the channel. I'm going to be doing some more paint corrections, some more exploring, maybe even some cruises I'll get in. But hope you guys have a great day, and remember, don't quit on a body that won't quit.